Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. With me today, as Laura stated, some members of my team, but also I want to make sure that I recognize Gerald Givens, who's with the Raleigh Apex NAACP. He's the president of the NAACP, and also Ken Hissler from Park and Recs. So last night, many of you know that a young man lost his life at Green Road Park after meeting up with some individuals in the park. Although a senseless act of violence, and certainly we extend our condolences to the family in this incident, but with the help of On Point security company, our officers were able to quickly detain two individuals, which led to two arrests in this case. Now, our detectives worked extremely hard overnight and through the night and into the day to be able to piece the case together. And although this investigation is ongoing, we are very happy that two arrests have been made. Those who live in this neighborhood can feel assured that we have those individuals responsible for this. Last night's incident, as well as some of the other violent incidents that we have seen, really highlights the need for all of us to be extremely vigilant during this time, especially as we enter into the holiday season, where historically we see rise in crime. I have told you that addressing violent crime is a priority for me. And for the last 3 months, my team and I have been very intentional about analyzing crime data to determine the most effective strategies to target and prevent violence. And some of this includes, and I'd like to share with you today, firstly, we have been really increasing our patrols and our visibility in our neighborhoods and our communities, particularly those locations where we're seeing crime and high violence. Our nightclubs, also our sweepstakes locations. Also, too, we're continuing to prioritize our offenders, looking at those priority offenders, those violent offenders. I said it before, and I'll say it again. If you commit violent crime in our city, we are coming after you. We're not going to be tolerable of it. We have also prioritized our investigation of cases involving firearms, because nearly half of the aggravated assaults that we have experienced this year have included a firearm. And we are working very closely with the DA's office to prioritize these cases and to make sure that we give attention to them. Now, speaking of firearms, I'm very pleased to share that we have confiscated 783 firearms across our city year to date. This is a 38% increase over last year this time. And while we continue to address incidents of violence in our community, I want to stress the importance of the community's help. We cannot do this alone. And I'm so happy to learn that even in last night's case, we were able to get some independent witness information that led to those two arrests. This is the kind of cooperation and the collaboration we want to see with our community. So we're asking our community to continue to be involved, continue to call us if you have information, if you know what is occurring in your neighborhood around crime, please let us know. And we always encourage you to call Crime Stoppers at 919-834-4357. One of the things that's disturbing to me is that we're seeing more cases involving juvenile victims and suspects. We continue to partner with youth groups in our area and programs to provide meaningful alternatives to crime for our youth, but we know that is an area that we need more help in. And today with me is Gerald Givens. He, as the head of the NAACP, has been doing some proactive things in that area. So I'm going to ask Gerald if he doesn't mind just coming up and talk a little bit about some of those initiatives and those programs that he is leading.